Well, good morning. Welcome back to Louisiana and Louisiana Farm. Rudolph's at 100% now. Yeah. I didn't want to use 5 minutes in the episode riding horses because we've got so much work to do. They're all good to go. It's April now. I've got rain in the forecast. April showers, I guess. I think maybe it's centered around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which I'm assuming could be as early as 2 o'clock, which ain't great for us. We've got a lot of crops to get in the ground. So the thing to do is not waste any more time. Got my back lifter on the Farmall here. When I was riding the horses around, I saw that I had some garlic by the greenhouse here, so I'm going to grab that. I'm going to run it up to the little kiosk by the road, and I think we're in the best price time for crawfish, so I think we'll bring some crawfish over there too. We might sell some crawfish, maybe, I don't know, at a restaurant or something. Bulk a little bit more. We'll see. Let's just get this up to the road. I looked over at the chickens. Still don't have a pallet of eggs, so that's not done yet. We're going to be doing planting and drilling today, so we got to pull the trailer and the chaser bin out so we can get at the planter and the seed drill and get started on that stuff. First thing I'll do is I'll probably get the seed drill loaded up with long grain rice, and we'll get it over and started in the rice fields. Then we'll get the planter filled and we'll get started doing either corn or soybeans in these fields off to my left. And if I can get workers working in on both of those, maybe I could cut grass to make hay. I don't know. I'm regretting getting rid of the Challenger tractor though, because I'm going to have to use the New Holland probably on the planter, and it's probably bigger than it needs to be, but what are you going to do, right? Okay, garlic, we got 1648. Let's get over here. Now, I'm not going to be able to get much out of here because I got the back lifter, right? I'm going to need to bring the telehandler up here to get into these buildings, I think, to get stuff out. I get one thing of crawfish, and if I can reach, I don't know if I can. If I can reach all the way back to get one of those stacks. I can probably get the crawfish here. I do not think... Uh-oh. Yeah. Too far. Okay. Up and out. Down and back and up. This is going to be worth really good money. For the month of April and May, the prices will be really high for this. This will be good income. I'm assuming, what, probably $12,000, $13,000 here. 13,669. I'm gonna try and see if I can get rid of, or get one of my ready gumbo packs of crawfish and chili peppers. I don't know if I can reach it. I'm gonna have to come up. And then down. Might just get it. Yeah, I got one. Pretty close. So we'll sell one of these too today. And then I'll close this up. We'll bring the telehandler up here later and get things close to the door. We can grab them again. $16.45 for the peppers and another $13.669 for the crawfish. Here we go. All right. I head down and grab the telehandler. We're going to need it for the seed, which we stored in the building down by where our sugarcane equipment is. Right there. Should check on the cows while I'm here. I think I can probably just get away with just seeing that. There's enough milk to take to the dairy as well. There's plenty to do. No shortage of work to be done. Well, that's a good sight. You know, sometimes this shed, all the equipment gets all jumbled. It's not so very much. This looks like it turned, rotated just ever so slightly, but everything else looks nice and orderly. Oh, I need the pallet forks. I'm gonna head up there anyway, I guess. So it's still a little chilly out. I think temperature's like in the 50s, upper 50s. So I got my sweater on. I realized I'm gonna have to drive all the way up here. Drop the bale spikes off right here. While I'm here, before I forget, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll grab these pallets of crawfish and move them closer to the door. What I think I want to do though is I probably want to load the 4 pallets of straight crawfish onto the international truck later and take it maybe to the restaurant. But we'll get to that later. We'll sell our gumbo packs here at the farm. All right, let's go. I fertilized all the fields with nothing in them, and that kind of has come back to bite me in the rear a little bit, because now I can't get it to take a fertilizing state, and all my planters and seed drills have there we go. Oh, I didn't want to hook up. All my planters and seed drills have capacity for doing fertilizer. What the heck? I was not expecting rain until... Let's get the cover on. I was not expecting rain until like 2 o'clock this afternoon. What the heck happened? Oh, it's not good. Alright, well, let's get... I guess it'll give us a chance to get everything ready, but man, how long is it supposed to rain? Let's see here. Let me pull up the weather. It's on the bottom of the crop calendar there. Oh man. So we're going to have a shower this morning. We got another one at 4 o'clock. That's great. Just great. Just what we needed, right? A rainstorm. Alright. Well, let's get the seed loaded in here and we'll get this ready to go. I don't know if we can... If these should fill if we hold it above, I think. Usually that works. Sometimes it doesn't. Definitely could have got 2 on here, huh? Oh, and this is the one with 200. I would get the little one first, right? There we go. I don't want to get into the field with this while it's raining and get, you know, bogged down and stuff. We'll wait for the rain to stop and maybe even give it a little time after that. Let's see. Yeah, this rain's not making me happy. But I guess it gives me time to get things pre-positioned and ready to go once it stops raining. So these are our 2 rice fields over here. We'll get that started once the rain stops. Let's go get the planter ready. Well, since it was raining, I figured I'd take the opportunity to come into the farm store implement dealer here. I want to buy some liquid fertilizer, I think, to spray on the sugarcane fields. I think I'll get 4 IBCs. I'll also check used equipment while we're here. Just a auger, don't need that. So under yield improvements consumables, I think, let's see, let's get Cortiva. These are 2,000. I'm just going to get two of them. I think I should get, 4, just to be safe. I mean, we'll use them. Let's see if there's any contracts. There are quite a few. Let's see. Hoeing contracts are always super easy to do, as are weeding. I think we'll take the 2 hoeing contracts. Fields 3 and 4. Doesn't matter which ones we borrow. Borrow items for 3 and also accept 4. And then barring any difficulties with traffic, the worker should be able to find his way to the field. Did the rain actually stop coming down? It looks like it did. We've got the cloud overhead. So yeah, it'll start raining again later, but dang, now we're not out. I gotta try and quickly get this stuff loaded and get back to the farm and then get stuff out in the field. Don't waste time, because it's gonna rain again. I'll just leave that there. Try and do this as quickly as I can. Idiots. Okay, I'm going to regret that run into town probably later because I could have been started already by now. The worker found the field okay, so that's good. Got to park this up here. I don't know if I can offload this with the back lifter. That might be a bit of a challenge, because I think that's too heavy, so we'll have to bring the telehandler up here to get that off of there. But the idea is we can, when we get a chance, we can use this sprayer to fertilize the, that's got solid fertilizer in it too. We use a sprayer on the sugarcane fields. Let's see. Well, I'll take the, I don't know what I'll do. Take the motorcycle or the milk truck? Let's get the bike. Ah, it's gonna rain. It's probably too early in the year to be riding this thing. It's still kind of cold out. And the rain is not gonna be a good idea. Probably regret that. Alright, so, oh, we want to get to the rice field. We'll just get a worker started in there. I do like the motorcycle for getting around the farm. It can be handy. Alright, so if I just kind of pull into the field a little here, let's make sure we're on the right crop. We want long grain rice. There we go. Okay. Press and hold the circle. I'm gonna just assume that that's the best way to do it. I don't know if that's how I would do it. I would adjust the work direction. Don't you think that would be better? I do. I don't know where he's going to start, but I think that'll be the way to do it. He's doing 3 headlands. Okay, so 87%. Okay, so the rice doesn't need rolling, and the sugarcane, well, it's too late anyway, but I don't think it needed rolling. I didn't show up saying anything, so I think it's okay. We'll let that guy go. It's gonna rain. Probably not a good idea to cut grass for hay, right? Otherwise, I could start cutting grass in these fields, but I don't think that's a good idea. I'm gonna have to take a look at the weather and see if it's gonna rain again tomorrow. How many workers can you have going at once? I don't know if I've ever pushed it. We're going to have 3, or we're going to try and have 3 here. If I can get a worker going on the corn planter here. I think we did the repairs on this New Holland. It should be fine. Yeah, it's all good. So let's see. Let's go ahead and dip a toe into the field here. I think that looks good. I like it. We'll let her start. Oh, this is awesome. Got workers doing all the work. I feel like a farm manager. I feel empowered. So here's what I'm thinking. Probably be easier to do it on a map than to ride around and do it. But let's ride over here. I think this is kind of the split between the fields here. So what I'm thinking, oh no, it'd be, so she's over in that field. So what I'm thinking is the field she's in, the one to my right, and the one to my left, all in corn. You with me? And so this is that. This would be that cornfield here. And then, okay, now look to my right. Soybeans, field beyond that, soybeans, and then the field beyond that, soybeans. So 3 cornfields, 3 soybean fields. Then we've got all of our sugar cane. I guess I could get the sprayer. Can I put the sprayer on the Farmall? I don't know if it'll use it or not. It might be useful use of my time if we got rain coming again and I don't want to do hay. So those will all be sugar cane, all the sugar cane. Then we've got, I think, 2 or 3 grass fields. Is that right? Can't remember if there were 5 along here or if there were 4. So grass for hay. Is there one more? I think there is. And then one more. And then 2 rice fields. That's pretty diverse, right? Not sure. Let me check the brochure on the sprayer. It's the Deutz-Fahr repair manual. Somewhere here. Let's see. In what I refer to as the prices menu, you can go over to your vehicles and you can see what you have. So that, I think it's a Hardy. There it is, Hardy Mega. It does not say. It needs some work though. But it just might work. Doesn't hurt to try it. I think I got as much weight as I can put on there. So the rain was centered around 4 o'clock, which means it probably should be able to start as early as 3, which would be a challenge for us. But I guess if we get 1, oh no, I gotta get I got a lot more planting that I have to do. But I guess you get like 2 months to do it in, so I guess we could be all right. Okay. I do not know if this is going to work, but we will try it. Hopefully this might. It just might work. It definitely needs some repairs. Actually, let's back up to here. I'm going to start filling it. How much does it hold? Not a whole lot. I think maybe we got a lot more liquid fertilizer than we need. Well, we'll need it eventually, perhaps. So I don't know how far it'll go. I was worried about the weight, but it seems to be okay. So let's take a look at the sprayer here, make sure it's all good to go. Almost $1,000. It should be good. So how is our planter doing? She's on the final headland. That's good. So I'm gonna see if I can just go down and come back, and then I'll check on her. I'm hoping. I don't know. Are these narrows? I don't think they are. I'm hoping sugarcane's like a regular crop in the sense that crop destruction, you can drive on it the first growth states. Yeah, it looks okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna try and go down and come back. Yeah, start it up. Let's go. Now, can you see a color change in the crop? I can't. That's what I don't like. It makes it hard to know exactly where you're supposed to go. Used to be an earlier. Can you see a slight change in the dirt color? You can. Alright. That's what you got to kind of rely on. I used to always just kind of do the math and see if I could figure out which way I needed to go. And I just get to the end of the field and I just do the math and the working width and figure out how best to do that. I should play with precision farming on because you use a lot less fertilizer and herbicide when you do that. So I could like turn off some here and turn off outer ones. There we go. And I should be able to drive that. That one looks like... How do you figure out where to dip back in? That's where it's tricky. Somewhere around in here. Right there. Let me get it full width. Oh no. 1, 2. How about there? Nope. One more. See, I think I'm going to be off. I'm going to have missed some here and there back there, but I think the best thing to do is I'm going to run down this edge, and I'll check the map when I get to the other end, and maybe I can go down to the narrowest setting and get what maybe I missed. Did the worker in the cornfield finish yet? I haven't seen a message. I got too much going on. I think there's just going to be a little strip down the center that I'm going to have missed. Map will help me figure it out, I think. Alright, let's turn that off. And then, yeah, let me dip into the map here and see if I can figure out what we got and what we didn't. Okay, we're in the map looking at active workers. I can see the worker up in the rice field. The worker in the cornfield has stopped. And the worker on the contract is over there. So let me adjust to what? Soil composition. I'm trying to see fertilize. We'll take off mulched. Yeah, I missed just a little bit. So let me see if I can go find that. And then we'll go get the worker in the cornfield going again. Get to the next one. So it's somewhere down the middle here. I may just dip into the map so I can see a little bit further. I think that should be enough. Let me dip in the map. Yeah, I'm driving right down it. So I think a little further and it should be good. We're almost at lunchtime. We are farming right now, I'm telling you. This is the stuff right here. Let me check. Got it all. That's perfect. We'll go ahead and fold this up. Get out of the field here. And then I'll go to the motorcycle. We'll run up over by the road, which is where the worker with the planter ended up. Because this is actually a different field, huh? Okay. Oh, I should have brought seed. Oh. She didn't hardly use any at all. Okay, I'm not that worried about the seed then. Let's get into this one. Pull up the mini-map. Yeah. That looks fine too, I think. Oh, or should I adjust it? I think it was a better work direction. I don't know. It's just seed though. She's not putting down fertilizer, so if when she does the headlands it overlaps quite a bit, it won't use up seed where it actually overlaps. If it were fertilizer it would, but not the seed. Well, because it's gonna rain today, I am not gonna stop for lunch. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go back down and see how much more I can get sprayed. I will, I think, swing by the rice field and see how that's coming. That's interesting, I guess. Do what you gotta do, right? She'll be done with that in no time. I am pleased with how the planning's going. That has a good working with. I think the tractor's bigger than it needs to be, but I think the planning is going along great. So let's check, see how the drilling of the rice fields is coming. So this is not the first time I've done rice. I'm doing rice on Riverbend Springs, but I haven't harvested it yet. But I think you drill the long grain rice and then you flood the field. So this worker is a little harder to see, isn't it? But he's still working on the rounds, but he's getting towards the end, so pretty soon we'll be able to start the headlands. I'm curious as to how he's doing on seed, but I'm probably not going to get a chance to find out. Now once he's done, we can flood it. But we'll probably get him in the other field first. Man, I feel like a farm manager. It's awesome. All right, let's get back down to the sprayer and get some more sugar canes fertilized. I'm not sure quite what I hit that made the sprayer drop down like that. I don't know if I hired a worker or not. I did there at the end just because I was trying to figure out what was going on. So that's these done on this side of the little canal there. AI worker C has completed their task. Which one was that? I don't know. I can't tell which one's done. My guess is probably the corn. I'm gonna hop in here. I am gonna grab that one container of fertilizer and we're gonna go put it into the planter or the seed drill, whichever one stopped, and just see if it'll actually give me a additional fertilizing state, because I hate to make work for myself, you know? So which one stopped? Thank you. Worker opened it for me. So if it doesn't give me a fertilizing state, what I can do is I'll just empty the planter again, and I'll go try the same with the seed drill. See what happens here. It kind of depends on where it's putting the fertilizer in. If the fertilizer goes in before or after the seed goes in. If it's after, then it should be able to do the fertilizing state. So what we'll do is we'll just pull into this field, just like we have in the past. We'll pull the worker up, take a look at, I suppose that's all right. I'll hire the worker. I'll stay in the tractor with her. Same blonde girl that did the last one. Once she starts though, what I'll do is I'll pull up the map and see if any fertilizing's done. I wish she wasn't driving all the way down the field before she decided to start, but that's okay. So we'll let her go for a little bit here. It'll give us enough to see on the map whether it's putting down fertilizer or not. Okay, here we go. What's that? Needs rolling. Take the needs rolling off. She's not fertilizing. Stop. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna work. It probably won't work with the seeder either. So let me go get the telehandler. I mean, I think it was worth the try, just to make sure, but it doesn't look like it's doing it. So rolling, oh, we need to roll. So that's another thing we need to think about doing. Of course, we can use the I'm gonna try and do this all from the side so we don't drive over what's been planted. only got 271 liters in this big bag, so it's probably not going to help significantly, but might help a little. All right. So can't hurt, right? Yeah, just do my best to stay out of the field if I can. No? Alright, let's see. Yeah, it needs some. Definitely. Not that one, but that one. Oh no, that's the fertilizer. That's the seed. Yeah, it's going. Took all of it. So this doesn't need to be rolled. Flip around and get into the other field, get the worker started. I wish I would have brought more seed, you know. This will probably be a regret. Let's see. Yeah, I think, did I set that up before that way? Probably. I think that's good. Okay, thank you. Where's the... So here's what I'm wondering, do we... No, you flood after you get first growth, right? Yeah. AI worker D was done. What does that mean? Is that the planter? Well, let's grab soybean seed and see if we can send them on into the next field then. No, that's not right. It's the, I think it's the worker. Yeah, let's keep this in here. I think that was the worker that was in the field, I think. Let me check. Active workers are still planting corn and drilling the long grain rice. So that was the worker over in the contract field. So we'll see if we can get them to the next one, and then I'll get back on spraying. No, I won't. The rain started. All right, so I gotta stop my workers. I'll leave the contract worker working. This actually looks like hail, doesn't it? I'm gonna go ahead and leave the contract worker working, but we stopped planting and drilling, and yeah, I got the pickup here. I'm gonna go take milk into town, and I think that's probably I don't know how I'm doing on time. That might be where we need to leave you. You saw what we were doing? We'll keep doing that. We'll see what happens when the weather changes for us. hoping we don't see something like crop damage from this hailstorm, but you know what? Probably will. I don't know. This is probably not a good idea anyway. Matter of fact, I should probably get my truck out of the hail. I don't want to get, like, you know, hail dents in my vehicles. No, they're already out. I guess it's going to happen anyway. It's not like I'm going to get everything under cover. Yeah, I'll go take the milk. What the heck. This will be the last thing we'll do today on camera. I will continue to work once the storm passes, but I'm sure I'm probably gonna have to edit this for time. Not quite. I'd like to thank you again for hanging out with me here in Louisiana at the Louisiana Farm. We got a heck of a storm going on here now. I'm hoping that we can get a little bit more farming done once it stops, but yeah, the prudent thing to do is get under cover and wait it out. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. See you next time. I don't think the heavy stuff's gonna come down for a while yet.